South Africa is in a fix. Will it leave the ICC or the International Criminal Court? The president hinted at it, but did a quick U-turn. Why does he want to leave? Because the court has issued an arrest warrant against Vladimir Putin. And Putin may visit South Africa for a summit this year. As per the rules, South Africa is bound to detain the Russian president if he visits. But they don't want to do it. So there's talk of leaving the court. Yesterday, President Ramaphosa said his country will exit the ICC. Today, he's made a U-turn saying there is no such plan. In fact, let me read out a statement from the president's office. This is what he said. South Africa remains a signatory to the ICC in line with the resolution of the 55th National Conference of the ANC held in December 2022 to rescind an earlier decision to withdraw from the ICC. ANC is the ruling party of South Africa. The ICC, as you would know, is an intergovernmental court. It was conceived by the UN in 1998 to prosecute war crimes. It started functioning in the year 2002. The ICC is headquartered in The Hague, in the Netherlands. And this is not the first time that South Africa has tried to leave it. In 2016, they tried the same but ended up staying. Then South Africa said it wants to change the court from within. But yesterday, President Ramaphosa spoke about leaving again. Listen to what he said.
Yes, the governing party, the African National Congress, has taken that decision that it is prudent that South Africa should pull out of the ICC, largely because of the manner in which the ICC has been seen to be dealing with these types of problems.
What type of problem is President Ramaphosa talking about? The court's order to arrest Vladimir Putin, the Russian president. Remember last month, the ICC issued an arrest warrant against Putin. On what charges? The forced deportation of hundreds of children from Ukraine. That's a war crime, and Putin has been accused of committing it. Now, as a signatory of the ICC, South Africa is technically bound by its decision. So if Putin visits South Africa in August this year, they will have to detain him. At least that's what the law says. The Russian president may visit for the BRICS summit. South Africa is hosting it this year. Now, it is not certain if Putin will go, but what happens if he does? Will South Africa be forced to lock up the leader of a nuclear-armed nation? And is it really worth it for Pretoria to risk Russia's wrath? So far, South Africa has shown that it doesn't want to get involved in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It has stayed neutral, refusing to condemn Russia at the United Nations. Pretoria wants a diplomatic solution to the war, and arresting Putin over alleged crimes in Ukraine would hardly be a neutral or diplomatic move. You can see why President Ramaphosa thought it was better to leave the ICC altogether. Because believe it or not, the ICC arrest warrant is binding. All ICC signatories have a duty to detain Putin or anyone else that the ICC wants arrested. It's this exact jurisdiction issue that made South Africa want to quit in 2016 too. Back then, they were facing flack from the ICC over a different arrest. In 2015, Sudan's former leader, Omar al-Bashir, went to South Africa. He was there for an African Union summit, and he too had an ICC arrest warrant against him over war crimes. South Africa did not arrest Bashir. It got an earful from the ICC, and that's why it wanted to leave. But it's a difficult process. After a lot of legal and regulatory hurdles, they decided not to exit. It took them 7 years to declare that. So clearly, escaping the ICC is not easy. And considering all of this, what can the ICC do if South Africa does not lock Putin up? Honestly, not very much. It doesn't really have any teeth, the court. It needs national governments to cooperate. And if they don't, they'll get a lecture, but that's it. And countries can leave the ICC even if it's a long, drawn process. At present, the US, Russia, China, and India are among the dozens of nations where the ICC holds no jurisdiction. In fact, the US goes one step further. It has a law that allows it to free any American imprisoned by the International Criminal Court. It's been nicknamed the Hague Invasion Act. I'm not making this up. So clearly, the ICC does not hold much weight globally. If Putin does decide to visit South Africa, he is unlikely to be arrested. But South Africa wants to avoid the drama. And it seems there's no easy way to do it.